準々決勝第1戦、まずホームでの戦いとなります。チームとしてどんな戦いを見せたいですか？
Yeah, the first leg is obviously really important for us, and it's always about us and our football, and we just want to show our attacking style tonight, and hopefully we can score plenty of goals.
ファーストレグっていうのはね、常に重要な試合になってきます。特にホームということもあり、とにかく自分たちのね、アタッキングフットボールっていうところをしっかり表現したいなというふうに思っています。
対戦相手のコンサドーレ札幌、どのようなサッカーの印象でしょうか
？Yeah, a unique team. You know, they've got their own style. It's very attractive, very good, and they're difficult to play against. So we have to be on our best game today to be successful.
J の中でもね、ユニークなスタイルを持ったチームだと自分は思っています。なので自分たちもね、しっかりそういうチームに対していい準備をしてね、臨みたいなというふうに思っています。
メンバー表を見ますと、リーグ戦とは少しスタメン入れ替わっているところあると思いますけれども、今日出る選手に期待すること、どんなことでしょうか
？Yeah, I just believe in the squad we have, and every player is really important to me. And whether they play J.League, Levain Cup, or Empress Cup, or ACL, for me, every game is really important. And the players today, I'm just looking for them to put a good performance in.
自分にとっては J リーグ、ルヴァン、天皇杯、ACL、誰が出ても自分は一人一人を信頼していますし、今日のメンバーも信頼したメンバーをね、ピッチに送りたいと思っていますので、しっかりやってくれるなと思います。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you.
準々決勝第一戦、まずアウェーでの戦いとなりますが、大切にすべきことはどんなことでしょうか。
Gut, natürlich wir spielen gegen einen sehr guten Gegner, Marinos sehr gutes Team, aber natürlich das ist nur erste Halbzeit und wir wollen heute ein positives Ergebnis, dass wir auch zu Hause Chance haben, weiterzukommen.
でマリノスさん、非常にねクオリティの高いチームですからいい戦いをしなければいけないということと、ただこれはねファーストゲームなので後半戦の札幌に向けて少しでもポジティブな結果を持って帰りたいと思っています。
チーム状況非常に今いいかと思うんですが、そのあたり手応えどんなところに感じていらっしゃいますでしょうか。
Sapporo hatte letzte drei Spiele hintereinander gewonnen. Alle
Gut, wir haben früher fast alle verloren, jetzt 3 gewonnen, ein bisschen besser, aber uns warten eine harte Job in J1, aber trotzdem, wir wollen in Levain Cup auch weiterzukommen.
その前に負けてる期間も長かったので、もちろん勝ち続けてるっていうことは非常にポジティブだと思います。ただこれからもハードな戦い J1 での戦い続きますし、ルヴァンカップ勝つことで少しでもそのポジティブな雰囲気を続けていきたいと思っています。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとう。
Welcome to the Nissan Stadium. There's J1 Levain Cup quarterfinal first leg showdown between Yokohama F, Marinos and Consadole Sapporo. It's a rerun of last season's quarterfinal, but the other way round. This was the second leg, and they had work to do as they trailed from the first leg of Marinos, but they did turn it around. They went through, only to be knocked out in the semi-final stage. Both of these sides have had disappointing league campaigns in J1. This is a distraction and perhaps a release, some silverware to gloss over what has been a season of underachievement for both these sides. They've actually hit some good form recently, both Marinos and Sapporo. Marinos have won each of the last 3, 2 in the league, 1 in the cup. Despite being cut adrift at the bottom in the battle to stay up, Consa have given themselves a fighting chance in the last couple of weekends with victories by 2-0 against both Jibaro Iwato and Frontale. Good atmosphere inside the stadium. There is a good sprinkling, as you can see there, of visiting fans that have made the very long trip down from the extreme north. Sides making their way out. Both sides have made plenty of changes. Suggests John Hutchinson's side's priority is to try and gain qualification to one of the AFC competitions. But this isn't a competition that has been very fair on the Marinos. They've only won it once, and that was way back in 2001. Maybe this is their year. Both sides have made 8 changes to underline the need to flex the muscles of those squad players. Certainly making plenty of noise and making for a good atmosphere tonight, those Consadole Sapporo fans that have made a very, very long trip down. Sapporo is right up in the extreme north. Second leg on Sunday afternoon in the Daiwa House Premise Dome in Sapporo, 1,200 kilometres north of here. More reason to applaud those many that have travelled down. Has a cup feel about it, even though the home side, Marinos, have only just come into this competition. This is their first game because of their AFC commitments. They're, of course, going to the final. As always, VAR. Just about ready to get underway. Let's have a quick run round the two teams. Not going to go through all the changes because there are many of them. Marinos, Brazilian Iva, who scored 2 and 3 against Sapporo, drops out, as does Anderson Lopez, former Sapporo player, who scored 21 and 63. He's the top scorer, joint top scorer in J1. Great form as well. He's not in the squad tonight. And Mateus, the Brazilian, also left out. Yeah. Release from the squad does open a door of opportunity for others, including the 21-year-old Rico Yamane. For Marinos, Consadole Sapporo also make 8 changes. 3 that keep their places are all in the defensive line of 5. Ryotaka, Min Yeku Park, the South Korean international, and Tekitsuga. Captain's armband, she saw there on Takuma Arano. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. It's the blue of the Marinos, it's the whites of Sapporo. Japanese football wouldn't be the same without an away side wearing white. Culture. And an early touch from Hatanaka. Back to his goalkeeper Ikura, who does keep his place. Only 2 outfield players keeping their places in the Marinos side. Kida, the captain, being one of them, and Hatanaka, who just mentioned there, the other. That's going to be a free kick for a foul on Hiromi Tanaka. Got caught by Kida. Captain went through. Ball. D4 Sapporo to get the ball into the box. So they have made 8 changes too there. Focus very much on staying in J1. Another cut run. Off the head of Ryota Kyoke. That is played in Europe for Lokeren in the Belgian Pro League. Kobayashi takes the Sarkalbe player. Back short one. Instead he delivers in. The header was in towards goal. It wasn't a bad effort. Angled towards goal by the captain, Takuma Arano. Comfortable save by Ikura. The 38-year-old goalkeeper veteran, 200+ appearances for the club, left in 2019. Back last year, he could be tested here, and he was tested, but he can't stop the rebounds, but the flag is up. And it's just as well, because Sapporo thought they were in the leads. The flag was very quickly raised on the far side, a wag of the finger. Perhaps trying to indicate to the referee, at least look at the VAR. It was Kobayashi who smashed it towards goal. It was Bakayoko that put the rebound in, but it doesn't count. It doesn't go to VAR, there's no need for it. It was clearly offside. Good start this, good positive start from Sapporo. That will give them some confidence, a bit growing in confidence. Those 2 league victories still leaving them 7 points adrift of safety. Does send a nervous switch amongst all those just above the relegation drop zone that Consadole Sapporo just starting to get themselves some form. First legs kicking off simultaneous. That was an interesting back pass. All the way back by Watanabe. For a moment there, his goalkeeper Akira had gone wandering. There wasn't enough pace on the ball to cause too much heartache. So it goes crossfield pass to Tanaka. Number 2-1, but he does win his side a corner. Does Kobayashi. Sides have made 8 changes. Neither side has got any representation in the latest Japanese national squad. Corner. It's flicked on towards goal. It's a super save. The veteran goalkeeper keeping out Ryo Tako's header, which looked goal-bound. They really have started this game well, Consadole Sapporo. And that will give them even more confidence to come waving forward again to the edge of the penalty area. Eventually cleared by Amano. And a first chance to get forward with Ryo Mayache. Mayache into the box, it's underneath the feet of Inaka. Sapporo able to gain momentum again, but they're giving the ball away rather sloppily in the middle of the park. Inaka, a curling effort towards goal, and this time it's Ikura who gets down. Not quite sure if it was going to squeeze in underneath Kodoma. Shot for Minoa. Kodoma helps it behind for a corner. Still 0-0, but both sides have had sightings in this Levain Cup quarter-final first leg. First corner of the game for the Marinos. First attack of the game for the Marinos. Marinos cross. Yoko. Yoko playing as one of a bold selection of a front two. Kobayashi. They've only got 3 goals this season between them. Only one of them is a league goal. Suga across the face. Well, there could not have been very much distance between ball and post as it whistled across. Look of anguish on the head coach Mikhailo Petrovic's face, because that was ever so close. Really good hit from Suga. They've yet to really get going here, Marinos. The head coach said before the game, John Hutchinson, interim coach he is too, that we just want to go out and entertain the crowd and play some good attacking football and hopefully score lots of goals. The way in which he's painted that picture is he's almost expected his side to win this one comfortably. Anything but at the moment, but they are on the attack and they nearly come up with a goal there. Super strike from Ryo Mayache. And Miyachi's strike just past the post and just past the left hand of Kodoma. Struck it really well as he comes inside, onto the right foot. He's got 2 good feet, and he tries to bend it, and he just lacked enough bend. just wide. Both goalkeepers have been on their toes in the opening, nearly 8 minutes. This is an indication of things to come. We're in for a treat over these two legs. Full strength or not. Stop it from back of Yoko to give it straight to Koyeke. Still 0-0 in all 4 first legs, including the one here. Tanaka. Chase. It was a foul by Asahi Inaka. Zawa. We've got 3 at the back of Consadole Sapporo today, and one thing I will say is that none of them are out-and-out central defenders. One's a full-back, one is a midfielder, and one a left-back. They can all play as central defenders, but it's not their favoured position, their recognised position. So involved again down the left-hand side. Ball eventually into the danger zone. Kida, with the help of Keito, is able to clear, but only for touch. Chip into the box again, it's a dangerous one! And another chance goes begging. And this time it's Daiki Suga. Never looked completely convincing, but it's a really good ball in from Baba. Really, he should be doing better, Daiki Suga. He scored here last month in a J1 match, which they lost 3-2, the 25-year-old. Over 200 appearances for his club. He's played 1 for Japan and scored in that one. Hasn't played since though. No. Again. Right. There's a chance for many of these players to lay claim for a starting position in league matches. Drive into the box was a courageous one. Going behind Koike, driving forward, it's going to be a corner. Here's John Hutchinson, took over as the interim manager after the sacking in July of Harry Kewell. But he had 7 months in charge, did take them to the Champions League final. Form has not been very pleasant this season. Here comes the corner. Underneath the crossbar, it's back at Yoko that helped it over his own crossbar. Another corner. Sides enjoying good form. Both sides have won their last 2 league games. This isn't a competition that's been kind to either. Still looking for a first major honour, Sapporo. 3 J2 titles in this century. 1 Cups or J1. It's a corner. Ably dealt with Sapporo. Koike. Back to Kida, captain. A veteran, 250 plus appearances for his club. Come through the ranks into the first team way back in 2012. He's been starting much recently, Kida. This is a big chance for him to stamp his authority. minutes. Marinos, they could easily have been 1, maybe even 2-0 down. Although they have created a couple of good chances themselves. It will be a free kick. Miyazawa, the foul on Unaka. It was Ryotako who got the contacts. Take a recent signing from Gambara-Saka. Wide by Kamai. He actually tried to get the width into the action, but it's a blazing run forward that could turn defence into attack very quickly. And free kick is going to be given here for the foul on Moyache. Moyache's run was a super one. He was barged off the ball. The referee gave the free kick. It was a very clumsy challenge. Player down at the moment is Hiroki Miyazawa. He came off worse than that challenge. He's still holding his ribs by the look of it. It was that one. It was that challenge. Oh yeah. At the moment, game still 0-0. All the other games still 0-0. Referee, by the way, is Taka Fumi Akira. Mano standing over the ball. Goalkeeper Yokohama on his toes. There's football, by the way, here for Yokohama Sports and Culture. He knows this area very well, 26-year-old, before he moved up north back in March. Free kick could have been delivered. In the end, it was curled way off target from Yun Amano. Amano does have an eye for goal, and he has got 5 goals this season, 4 in the J1. He knows only too well that just was not good enough. Way over the crossbar. Rex Nigata have taken a lead against Nishida Zalvia in the first leg of their tie. It's taking place right now. It's a goal after about 16 minutes in that game. The Denka Big Swamp. Forward, not for very long. Yachi again. Making a good run down the left-hand side. Pulled back, was rammed away by Hiroki Miyazawa. Yeah, good. Couldn't keep hold. Koike. 1-2 involving Unaka. Koike again. An offer on the right in Kenta Inua. Koike once more. Bodies behind the ball. They're well structured defensively. Consadole Sapporo. Yeah, by the way, have a look at that. get X goals and might get chalked off. It's going to be a free kick to Yokohama Marinos, and a yellow card is out for the first time in this contest. Here's White. Clumsy, a little reckless. Miyazawa in the central of the three defenders, who is traditionally a midfielder, finds himself just a quarter of the way through this contest. Caution. Sharky Kamai gets it wide. Tanaka usually has a really good delivery on it, and he can cut inside. He does score goals, and a header that came in was from Dekasuga and didn't quite have the power to cause any concern to Hiroki Ikura. He won it back very quickly with Min Kei Park. Was really the direction that Sapporo would have wanted it. They'll be very pleased with their start after 19 minutes. Sapporo was 3-2 here in a league match just last month, just a month ago. Lost the home game against Marinos as well, 1-0. That was back in June in Sapporo. Met in the quarterfinal last season. First leg in Sapporo, 3-2 to Consa. Second leg, 3-0 home win here for Marinos. Can't afford that type of scoreline today going into the second leg. Lost Consa each of their last 3 visits. Yokohama to take on the F Marinos. Zawa to Park. That was ball. Wasn't really directed anywhere in particular. Koiki can bring it forward. Mane, the 21-year-old, played for the Japanese under-20s, was expected to get a call 21s at some point. It hasn't happened, and international duty for him, so he gets a start today. He was knocked off his stride for a moment there, and he's still got there first across, within reach of Kurama. Fairly even so far. Yoko. Held out by Kamai. Forward and then down the right hand side towards Tanaka and across the face of goal, and really Babayaka should have scored. Sierra Leone international has to do better. That's another big chance. It's gone the way of the visitors, and Consa will be really, they haven't made the most of that one. Comes across again, Babayoko! Second time of asking, and he can't keep the rebound down. Well, that was a more difficult opportunity, but one he did better with, Bakayoko. They've had 7 chances in this game already of Consa. This time the ball goes in. He's a big striker, Bakayoko, and he gets off the defender and he gets the header, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Can't quite reach the rebound, which wasn't the kindest, but the way that Alberek's goal did stand, they are leading Yoshida by a goal to nil. Just past the midway point in the first half, it is still 0-0 here. It's been a fairly entertaining game. Bakayoko has missed two really good chances in the last 2 minutes. That was a very neat turn from Mayache. And Mayache can drill his way forward towards the edge of the penalty area. Is he going to go alone? No, he's not. He's managed to find Koike. Koike. Supply line comes in and is cleared away by Suga after the shot from Miyachi. Should have done better there. See this game going through 0-0. Not from the chances created so far. The cross coming in from Daiki Suga. Kobayashi. He was coming a long way out of his penalty area. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. And he has got fouled. But the ball was smashed over the top. I think the goalkeeper at the other end, Ikura, realised he was a long way out. And he's come wondering. I think he was in a dream. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. He's lucky to get away with it, because as he goes down, his arm hits the ball. It was a foul. I really am not sure what Jun Kurama was thinking about there. He's been the quieter of the two goalkeepers, and he decided to cause one or two problems for his own team there. Bakayoko. Arana. Awa. It's gone long down the middle. Could be interesting. Just a bit too much on it for Kobayashi. Now comes Ikura. It's a slip up and no foul given. And Bakayoko with a clean sight of goal. It's saved. The rebound is saved too. That's a super double save from Ikura. Yokohama F Marinos players looking at the referee, expecting a free kick which wasn't forthcoming. Sloppy from the home side again as the ball is played in once more. Taken on the chest by Suga. Park. When you count the chances they've had, Consa really should be ahead. Tanaka on the overlap is Tako. Can't quite catch it. But what a great double save from Hiroki Okura. This is where they expected a free kick to be given, but he slides in and he gets the ball. Bakayoko through on goal. Goalkeeper does well with the first one, but extremely well with the second one, because he's had to get up so quickly. And in fairness, whilst it was a good save, Amadu Bakayoko really should be scoring that second one. He's had 2 or 3 really good chances in this game, and it's still 0-0. He's only scored 1 goal in the league this season, 1 goal in all competitions. But look at the stats. 9 shots, 6 on target, and they're still 0-0 here. Home side have yet to register a shot on target, and they've had 4 attempts. It's going to be a corner, that. Will those missed chances come back to haunt Consa over the 2 legs? Kawasaki, Frontale are ahead. They're tight. The home leg against Venfore Corfu. So corner. Poor season by their standards, down towards the relegation zone as the ball comes in, and this time it's a glaring miss from the home side. Such a big chance it was too. Comes all the way through and blazed over the top by Taiki Watanabe. Goodness me. We still have another shot on target. We've had 5. We've had 14 attempts on goal in the first 29 minutes of this game. That's 1 every 2 minutes. That's not bad going by any football match. This game lacks as a goal. Maybe there's one coming here. Yes, there is. And it's the first time in this game that the Marinos have hit the target. And by hitting the target, they score. Convincing stuff from just outside the 6-yard box. Lifted high into the net by Asari Unaka for his 7th goal of the season. He's well and truly stepped up to the mark since his move last year from J2 side for Fara Nagasaki. And that was an error at the back, and he pounced on it with a clinical striker's finish, lifting it high over the goalkeeper and into the roof of the net. Really, Miyazawa should have done better defensively. And it's a lesson in finishing to Consa, because they should have been ahead and now they're behind. Yokohama F Marinos lead with their first effort on target, their 6th at goal. But just look at the stats, 9 on goal, 6 on target from the visitors' Consa, and really they should be ahead, not behind. Very well taken goal by Asahi Unaka. It was never going to stay 0-0, was it? Find a quick equaliser. To the penalty area it goes. It was just behind Amano. And Kobayashi. It's cleared away. Goal scorer, Naka. Mane. Foul on the edge of the penalty area. Left eventually for the goalkeeper, Kurama. Free kick to Consa. Foul. It was a foul in the end by Miyazawa, who's on a yellow card, and he's stretched out and he's caught Amano there. certainly has given the free kick to the visiting team. If you wanted to have another look at that, that really should have been the other way, and quite arguably a second yellow for Miyazawa, because it was a pretty dangerous studs-up challenge. Worthy of a straight red, but certainly worthy of a yellow. Most people's opinion, I'm sure. There's been a red card in the game between Albirex, Nigata and Mashida. In fact, Mashida trailing in that game by a goal to nil, and they've had Fujio sent off as well. Shota Fujio red carded, so they're really facing an uphill struggle already there. Or Mashida Zalvia, who are second in the table. Level on points with Hiroshima. As games go, this has been pretty easy on the eye. Lots of chances. To be fair to say, defences are on top, and certainly a defensive mistake from Conta has seen them drift into a deficit. Just over 10 minutes to go to half-time. Can't dwell, but they will know in the back of their minds there have been a lot of good chances in this game. Park. Some daylight between him and goal. Wide it goes to Suga, gets the cross in. Good defending from Watanabe. Comes back again to Park. It was a straight pass from Park, and a chance now for F. Marinos to get themselves forward. Yunaka, busy little player, gets it wide to Mayache. Mayache still going, and then a curling effort, brilliant goal from Asahi Yunaka. Right up into the top corner, and it's a goal that encapsulates what this game has been all about. Konsa on the attack, gave the ball away sloppily through Min Kaiyu Park. And once Yanaka gets it out wide to Mayachi, he drives forward, and Onaka just looks up and curls it beautifully from just outside the box over the goalkeeper and in towards the top corner. It's a very good goal. And his side really should be behind. They're 2-0 up. It's a funny old game, football. And they're going for more now. Is this the hat-trick? Oh, it's been brought down. This could be big trouble. I think it's Arano that's brought him down. The referee's having a good look. The referee's card comes out, and it is red for Takuma Arano. Both games in last season's quarter-final saw the away side reduced to 10 men, and so too in the first leg of this. And they really have folded so badly. And he was through on goal for the hat-trick, Unaka. Arano deprived him of that, and deprived himself of any participation any further in this contest. 10 minutes ago, they were very happy with the way things were, if not kicking themselves like this. Chances now is damage limitation to keep themselves in the tie. Arano sent off. This goes in. They are well and truly in control of a tie that they were anything but well and truly in control of 5 minutes ago. It'd be a very quick hat-trick had he had gone through and scored. Yunaka. Kobayashi will drop deeper, and The emphasis is even more on Bakayoko now. It's taken an awful long time to get the wall in place. He'll afford to concede further. 10 men of Consa. Amano is sizing this one up. He had an earlier effort a little further out, which he couldn't convert. That one was much better, and the wall does its job. Blocked by Miyazawa. Gets it wide to Kato. He can't get the ball in. Mane again. It's been a whole different feel about this game now. Sides coming into this with 8 changes from their last J1 league game. It's a 3-0 winners at home in the quarterfinal. Second leg last year against Consa against Marinos. Marinos 2-0 up already in this one. Caught up on chances as well. 8 were 2 on target, 9 but 6 on target from Consa, when they really should have been ahead. Consa fans have made that long journey, and they haven't been silenced by the fact that their side have conceded 2 very quick goals. 5th corner for the home side, deep delivery. Keeper adjudged to have been fouled by Watanabe. That was the first goal, very well taken it was too. Second, even better, curling effort beyond the goalkeeper. Look lively, there's Yonaka. So we've just got to get in at half-time, 2-0 and regroup. Very similar to the game Albirex Niigata 2-0 up now on 10-man Mishida. The result that Mishida were looking for. Currently very much in the title race, but they've really got off the floor recently with just 1 win in their last 6 league games, and that's been reflected today. Down to 10 men, 2-0 down. Niigata against Albirex, who are just 4 points apart for drop zone. The 10 men has given the home side the opportunity to really keep ball. It's a foul. Losing the skipper, Takuma Arano. Big blow. It's a veteran Arano, 300 plus appearances for the club, the 31-year-old. Came in today. Doing a good job in the middle of the park. Determination from Rio Miyace. He wasn't never going to let that kid. Free kick was eventually given. Opportunity to get up the other end since being reduced to 10 men. What can they produce now? They've got some chances that do come their way. And they're likely to be reduced in numbers, given that they're down to 10. Maybe a chance here. Shot across the bows of goal. It wasn't a bad strike either from Yuki Kobayashi. Both his goals this season have come in cup competitions. Both in this cup competition as well. Marinos have had a bite. Sapporo beaten Katale. Tiyama, they've beaten Azul Claro, Mazo, and they've beaten the Gano Pachero on penalties to get this far. They've had to battle their way through 3 rounds. Comes the corner. Easy header away from Amano. It's back out to Suga. Another one on target. Another save from Hiroki Ikura. If you look at the scoreline on paper, no real earth-shattering surprise that the home side are leading, but 7 shots on target, 11 shots from the visitors, and 2-0 down and down to 10 men, and really it could have been a whole different game. Kida. Koike will have even more license to get forward now. Actually, just come up to the right hand. It's a 0-0 between Grampus and Sanfrecce. They have had a goal in that game, but he's being checked by VAR. 0-0. Tanaka. Back to the edge of the penalty area. And it come off, it would have been a nice manoeuvre, but instead it's a chance for the 10 men to break. Tanaka. Tako. Oh, the goalkeeper's come a long way out again. And he brings a whole new dimension to sweeper keeper. It wasn't a one-off. He does like to drift. Ball forward could have been good had it not been for the fact that Min Kuwait Park had ventured into an offside position. They've got to take 1 or 2 gambles along the way. They can ill afford to concede any more, not without scoring first. This goal was indeed disallowed against Sanfrecce. It's still 0-0 in that game. 2-0 here against 10 men. They're on top. We have Marinos leading by double from Inaka. 2 very well taken goals. He's on a hat-trick. Can't quite link up with Amano over on the far side. It's going to be a throw-in to Conta. Who won 4 of their last 6 league games. Cemented to the bottom, but Sagantasu now team anchoring the rest. Two of the 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half have been played. We're 1 shot shy of 20 in this game, which is quite remarkable, really. Goals have eventually come. 2 very well taken goals too. Neat, intricate football. Naka Koike. Archie. Koike again. Referee seen enough. Well, it's not been as plain sailing as perhaps the scoreline suggests, but it should be plain sailing now for Yokohama F Marinos. Leading thanks to 2 goals from Masahi Unaka. He could have had a hat-trick had he not been brought down by Kobayashi, who was... sorry, by Tukama Urano, who was subsequently sent off. It looks all very comfortable suddenly. You know, the 9 shots on target does suggest that Consa should be in a better position than they actually are. Half-time, it's Yokohama F Marinos 2, Consadole Sapporo 0. Welcome back for the second half, where there's a changing goalkeeper. They can afford to give their third choice goalkeeper a run out now. Yokohama F Marinos leading here by 2 goals to nil at half time, so they take off Ikura, who certainly proved his worth in the first half. 9 shots on target he's faced, and he's not conceded any. Toya is on as well, Toya Nakamura for Consa, as they look to keep things tight. Well, up until the first goal, you would say the happier side was certainly Consa. And all those chances. Bakayoko guilty of 3 or 4. He could have had a first half hat-trick. And that man is just come on as well, Renkato. Can afford to just send the laurels a little bit here. Marinos. The second half underway. 2-0, the home side lead. Game turned on its head in a small period of time in which Marinos scored twice through Asahi Minaka. And immediately after, he was in for the hat-trick. Was brought down by Arano, who was duly sent off. One more goal. I think they've got themselves a nice cushion going into Sunday's second leg, Sunday afternoon. Up north in Sapporo. 2 red cards brandished in the first half of the 4 quarter-final ties being played tonight. Sunday's games are staggered. This will be the first game to conclude at 2 o'clock local time. Kick-off up in Sapporo. At the moment, Monza just trying to concentrate on keeping themselves in the tie. On Nakamura to give themselves a fighting chance at the back, because they need to keep it tight, so they've changed their shape. And the one thing I did say earlier at 0-0 is the 3 that they had at the back was a right back, a central midfielder and a left back. There was no natural first choice central defender amongst that back 3. It was always a chance taken. On the bench, comes off the bench to play in the second half, and visitors looking for some stability. It's an opportunity for the likes of Murami Tanaka to get forward more. On the outside for Mayachai. It's back from Nakamura, first touch for him, and it was a slightly uncomfortable touch for the goalkeeper, and it very nearly went all the way through for number 3. He's had some really strange moments in this game, the goalkeeper. First half, if you didn't see it, he come wandering out of his goal. Very nearly got caught. He was lucky, actually. And there, that first touch was so heavy. This is a cup competition. So the Marinos have not been very productive in. Just the 1 cup success in the League Cup, the Levain Cup. This is the quarter-final stage. They got to the semi-finals last year, but they haven't won it since 2001. That's their only ever League Cup success. Zawa. Here he comes again. Very erratic at times. There's Kodama. One good save early on, and the flag on this near side up. Foul, late challenge. There's Zawa. He's left him grounded. There's Zawa. In fact, it's Tanaka. You can see the 0 on his shirt, but not Mizawa's 10. It's Tanaka's 30. To get forward for the 10 men. Kobayashi. Ball floated up towards Bakayoko. It's a centre forward with very little form at the moment. 1 goal all season. Could have had a hat-trick in the first half. It's been shown how it's done by Anaka's 2 goals in the space of 6 minutes before half-time. Changes on the horizon for the visitors. Jordi Sanchez is just about to come on. It was a pretty poor challenge from Bakayoko when slowed down and looked up closely. Sanchez likely to come on for Bakayoko, I would imagine. He is a striker, big Spanish striker, played for Numancia, Albacete, and in Poland for Widzew Łódź. The only game in the quarterfinals without a goal. Grampus have taken a lead. Nagoya Grampus 1. So fresh, 0. Nicely down the line from Tanaka. Kobayashi pulls it forward, and a big chance for Tanaka. He tried to tee it up, but Bakayoko, well, he wasn't there. Kamai. Cross from Baba. Challenge coming in. It's good enough from Renkato. Looks like it is going to be Bakayoko. Easy on the eye at times of Consa. They play some really good football. They are facing a big battle to stay up. They are 7 points cast adrift down at the bottom. They're off the bottom. 2 weeks ago they were virtually down. Now they're just 7 points from safety. Permission for the substitution we've all been waiting for. It wouldn't take a rocket scientist to work out that Amadou Bakayoko is the player coming on, and he's had a forgetful evening. Could have had a first half hat-trick. See how Jordi Sanchez gets on. He's yet to score for his new club concert. Well, Grampus goal was disallowed by VAR, so it is still 0-0 against Senfresh. Second time in that game, the goal has been rorked out. Cardiff, first real touch for him, the substitute goalkeeper, usually third choice, doesn't usually even make the bench for J1 League games, but he gets 45 minutes of air time in the second half against the 10 men. And he replaced Akura. There's 9 shots on target in the first half from Conte. None of them were made to count. Check. Get him. Yeah. You know what? Gonna be a goal kick. Comes a couple more changes from the home side. Majima is going to come on. He's a central defender. Handshake off. Watanabe off. Majima comes up. And Zuma is the other player on. Two like-for-like changes just to freshen things up for the home side. Bash on the head. Welcome to the game, Jordi Sanchez. Free kick on this particular occasion, Kobayashi. Initial challenge to win the ball back from Kobayashi, but once again Marinos coming forward looking for a third. Straight to Kodama. Easy save. Anua with the strike. Anua was red carded in the first leg of the quarter-final last season away against Sapporo. From behind, referee was happy to carry on. Tanaka finds one, comes inside. It's Kobayashi, loops up in the air and it's a comfortable catch. Aimed towards goal by Yoshiaki Kamai. X now 3-0 up against Mashida, who are down to 10 men in their tie. That ends a little bit behind everyone else. Yamazaki 2-0 up. They've got a third goal in that game too. Like VAR are having a look at the moment. In fact, they've got a second goal in that game. That's been ruled out, so it's still 1-0. 2-0 here. No away goals from any of the 4 games being played in the quarterfinals. Second legs all to come yet on Sunday at various times. Feast of football to watch. J.League Cup been a good game. It's probably been destroyed slightly by the red card. As the ball comes in, that should have been 3, it is, it's an own goal. Dreadful luck on Consa, who have had a dreadful evening. Well, the ball's played in. And the Yokohama forward line didn't need to do anything. A shake of the head from Mihailo Petrovic. It's all about the ball in from Kenta Anua. He played it down the line. Crossed by Kato. And an own goal by Park. South Korean. Signed recently from Suwon. And they're still bouncing up and down despite the fact that they are, as they were last year, 3-0 down here in a quarter-final tie. Last year's tie was the second leg, having won the home leg 3-2. Lose 5-2 on aggregate. Does bleak viewing though, despite the fact that their fans had travelled 1,200 kilometres from up north down to the suburbs of Tokyo tonight. And have not stopped singing from the moment they've walked into the stadium. Top of the back by Kawajima. He's hit the corner flag with his clearance. It's gone out for a throw. Comes out and does well, Terracato. Drift wide for a goal kick. He's come out and made a good save there. Go Terracato. Felt he was going to be called into the action at some stage in this second half. Concept so prominent in the first half in the way that they created so many chances. I said at the time when they missed all those chances, would it come back to haunt them? Yes, it has. Nagoya Grampus 0, Sam Fretch, Hiroshima 1. So the team currently second on the table, only second on goal difference. Top of the leaders, they're ahead. Thanks to a goal from Arslan. One more goal and you get the feeling that the competitive nature of the second leg might have been extracted before Sunday has even been considered. Good running, chipped forward by Kato. Cross comes in, there is number 4. Amano sweeps it home. That's 6 goals now this season for Yun Amano. He might be 33 years of age, but he's still got so much to offer for Yokohama F Marinos, who are running riot here. Consa's reduction to 10 men has promptly killed them, and it's promptly killed their cup progress. Surely no way back now. It was a simple finish. Kenta Anua has been involved in 2 goals. Stark contrast to the red card that he received in the quarter-final first leg of last season. They loaned him out, Yun Amano, last season on loan to Jeonbuk, but he's come back this season. He's been sat on the bench recently, gets his chance tonight and takes it. get something, Consa, to stand any chance in the second leg, they have to realistically not concede another and score at some point. They've got to be careful here because they're on an overload. Marinos looking for number 5. Good save in the end from Kodama. He's been wobbling at times, but he's made a couple of good saves. Sanchez is fouled. There's going to be a yellow card as well. Kimijima, former Reysol player, he's shown yellow. First yellow card for the home side. Very comfortable at the moment for both Yokohama F, Marinos and BRX as well. They need a goal. Can they find one? Played into the feet of Jordi Sanchez, but at no point was he able to get the shot away. Four goals already tonight for Yokohama, and they've done it all without the needs of their top scorer, Anderson Lopez, top scorer, joint top scorer in the J-League. 17 this season. 4 of the top 6 scorers in the J-League are Brazilian, including him. He's a former Sapporo player. Offside flag up against Anua. Outside Tanaka, sent to the ground by J.League YBC, and he quickly earns a second yellow card of the night for the home side. J.League YBC cautioned, celebrating his 23rd birthday next week, 16th. An early card for him. Penalty area from the right hand side from Tanaka. No real takers. No drive in towards goal from Kobayashi. Blue shirts back there to clear. That's a great ball. Took well on the chest by Sanchez, but it just takes the ball too far away. And the goalkeeper's quick to pounce. If you'd have watched the first half an hour, you wouldn't have seen this scoreline coming. Or maybe the other way. 9 shots in the first half from Consa, all on target. They didn't have their shooting boots on. Certainly for them. Ineka did. 2 goals in 6 minutes, 2 very good goals as well. Taking his tally for the season up to 8. Fafara Nagasaki player. Thread it through the middle. Inaka, who's on a hat-trick, would have got a hat-trick had he not been brought down by Arano, which led to the red card. It's going to be a free kick every day of the week. Looking to take it quickly, but Zanuma stopped in his tracks by the referee's whistle. Two from Inaka, 1 from Amano, and an own goal from Park. Stats still lean in terms of shots in favour of the away side. 14 shots, 7 on target, 11 from the home side, 5 on target. Everyone knows in football it's all about taking those chances. Doesn't feel quite so even now. Lining up a 5th here. Here's Yonuma. Standing over the ball, Cotton Mizunuma. Zuma. Took a deflection, but he scored when these two sides met last season in this competition in the quarter-final stage, winning 3-0 here. He's trying to get on the act again tonight. 34-year-old, he's won a corner. Unamano has gone over to take. It's the 6th corner of the evening. But into the near post. Stooping low was Hatanaki. He couldn't help it on. It's behind for a goal kick. It's a goal kick, it's a corner, I beg your pardon. Amano to take. We're not happy with something inside that penalty area. Swung in, taken well by Kodama. Winners of this type, and it's beginning to look like it's Marinos. A home leg, first leg tie against the winners of the game between Albirex and Nishida. Well, that's 3-0, so it's looking like Albirex will be coming here in the first leg. Although strange things have happened in the world of football. It'll be on the 8th and the 12th of October. The final is a one-legged affair. It's on neutral soil in November. There'll come a couple of changes. Baba is off. Fairly quiet today. Plays by Tanaka. Shirai is coming on as well. Shuri Kamai is the player replaced. So it's next in action against one another, of course, in the second leg on Sunday. Something to look forward to. It's going to take some effort to turn this one around. Can do without conceding any more. Flashed in away from Nakamura. Every key moment in this game has gone against visiting side Consa. Don't want anything else against them. Uezawa back into the penalty area and behind for a corner from Park. Well, he's already put one through the back of his net, and now he's put that one behind for a corner. Trying to steer it back to his goalkeeper. Played short. Amano goes to the top corner. Oh, that's a brilliant goal. Second of the night for him. 5-0. And I think you can write off the second leg now. Yokohama F Marinos are running riot. And Unamano with a peach into the top corner. Well, he's a homegrown talent that came through and made his debut 10 years ago. He had to bide his time back then. He's had to bide his time this season. You can't get any more top corner than this. He's made a statement of intent to his head coach with 2 goals having come into the side tonight, Unamano. And surely now, Marinos are through to the semi-final. 5-0. Good night for the Australian, John Hutchinson, who could afford to make another change to just rest a couple. Coming off is Kato. Player coming on is a like for like, is a left back for a left back. He is on a yellow card, Kato, and he's replaced by Yuto Koike. Down and still have had more shots and more shots on target of Consa. Of course, that red card is pivotal. And yes, they were 2-0 down already, having conceded 2 goals sloppily. They'll take pluses from the game. Scratching their head as to how they're 5-0 down. Quick kick, first touch for him. Mano, 1 or 2 players out there on a hat-trick. Comes out to Kida. Imane. It's very tight and compact in that middle berth of the pitch. Tanaki. Quick. In Belgium earlier in his career for Saint-Tronçon. Gets in touch, goalkeeper. Cross is a good one, and it could have been 6. Mizanuma nearly got on the end of a good cross from Koike. Great ball in from Koike. He said before the game, John Hutchinson, I want my team to go out, be expansive and play attacking, good attacking, entertaining football, entertain the crowd and hopefully score some goals. I felt there was a degree of patronising in there. It was expecting it to be a stroll in the park, and for the first half hour it was anything but it's turned out to be exactly that in the end. Just don't see any way that Consa something here just to make the second half of this game a contest, but they have got a goal back. Well, they needed one, and they've got one, and it's come through Haruto Shirai. It is merely a statistic. It's something for those travelling fans to cheer. They've barely cheered it on the basis that they haven't stopped singing for the last 2 hours. Well, they deserve a goal. And the goalkeeper came out and he got a palm to it, but it dropped straight onto the foot of Haruto Shirai. His first goal for the club, having arrived from the Islanders, Ryokyu. It's 5-1. Well, if they can get one more, maybe, just maybe, they might have a belief. Just as I was saying, I can't see any way in which they can make this second leg competitive. Obiyashi's gone off, by the way, and he's been replaced as this ball is flashed in. It was very nearly a hat-trick for Asaya Onaka. On comes Daihachi Okamura for the visiting team. That ball flashed in just wide, rippled the net, half of the crowd, 6 goals, 1 red card, 3 yellows. Quite impressive, 29 efforts on goal, of which 14 have been on target. Can they come back with another? It's a good build-up, just wouldn't quite happen for Sugar. Now you can't help but feel there are more goals in this game. inside. Dribbling run. I couldn't put anything on the end of it, and it was easy for Hokkaido. It's a 7 o'clock kick-off tonight, local time here in Japan. The return leg on Sunday is a 2 o'clock kick-off, the first of the 4 ties. They are staggered across the day, so you have the opportunity to watch quite a bit of second leg action from the Levain Cup quarter-final. Second leg of this will be the Dower House Primus Dom in Sapporo. Just a short 1,200-kilometre trip up north to Hokkaido. Comes the cross, turn behind. Be a corner. Zanuma won the corner, he's going to take it. 9th corner of the game. Triangles. Can they create from it? Here's a shot high over the crossbar from Yokohama. When you're on 2 goals, why not have a go? Let's put one in the top corner. That one was a long way off. He's trying to keep the game flowing. Tanaka. Puts it in, it's going away forcefully. Kamijima. Shot was away wide. Never really got hold of it properly at all, Tanaka. Kida. Still. They're looking to be aggressive on the front foot. Pull back from Zanuma. Hit the heel of the defender. And that's going to be a yellow card, in fact. Grabbed the opponent, hauled him to the ground in Kota. Zanuma. Tanaka. It's a foul by Okamura. Okamura scored in the quarter-final last season, the home leg. He's a regular in the side. In fact, he's put in 78 tackles in J1 this season, which is the 2nd highest in the entire league. Dahachi Okamura does like a tackle, but that one wasn't a successful one. It's a little through ball which will be knocked up by Kodama. Maezawa. From Nakamura. Tanaka. That's great football tonight for both sides. So we'll not want to immediately rush into looking back at the 90 minutes over again, but if they do, they'll regret it even more, the chances they missed. Naka wins the throw, unable to get the cross in. Again, it's a good ball in. Just unable to get there first, Sanchez. Sunday's second leg, Yokohama Marinos are at home to Koyota Sanga in the next league game. Asian Champions League with a trip to Guangzhou. So get home to Tokyo Ferrari in their next J1 League game. 2 home games coming up for them. 3 of the next 4 at home. Priority has to be survival. 7 points adrift. 10 games remaining, most teams, but to have played 1 more, they've only got 9 to go. Point on the board to save them, but they need to keep winning games. So they're not going to win this one. Yep. Done by Yamane. It's so busy. Those 2 goals have certainly put a spring in his step. On the corner from Mizunuma, into the box, and it would have been 6, and now it is 6. Mizunuma finally gets in on the act with a goal of his own, sweeping it into the corner. And if there was a tiny glimmer of hope for Consa, it's just evaporated into the Tokyo skies. Koto Mizunuma was as quick as a flash. He turned it round the corner, and when it's cleared back out, look at that. He has only one thing on his mind: hit it first time, hit it across the goalkeeper, and hit the back of the net in the far corner. Yokohama F Marinos 6, Consadole Sapporo 1. And suddenly, Sunday's second leg is really beginning to look like there was nothing right on it other than pride for the home side on Sunday. It wouldn't be unrealistic to say they should have had 3 or 4 of their own in the first half. When you don't take your chances, you always know that he's probably going to come back and bite you, and it's done exactly that tonight. 2 for Inaka, 2 for Amano, Mizunuma. Of course, the own goal. We're going to get another one back here. It's a safe save from Terracato to keep up Suga's curling effort. Certainly not needed there. Talisman tonight. Anderson Lopez, 17 league goals this season. What he might have done. Over eager there, Inaka. Took his 2 goals so well in the first half. Inaka. He would have got a hat-trick had it not been for the foul from Arano that produced the red card, and that killed the game, really. A lot of naivety from Konza, and a lot they can take out of the game as pluses. It's a funny game, it really is. If you walked out the room at half-time, at half an hour mark, at the half an hour mark in the first half, 0-0, just before the goal was scored, you would have come back now and seen this score 6-1, you wouldn't have believed your eyes. So the first half an hour, the better side, Consa. 18 shots, 10 on target, 16 shots from the home side, 7 on target, 6 of them have gone in. Contrasting return rates from the goals against the shots on target. Been prolific today at the Marinos. F Marinos 6-1 up here, and they're looking for a 7th. Minua. Sidar. Push. Mizunuma. Touch was Kodama. He's never looked entirely comfortable with the ball at his feet all evening. chance of a breakaway. Not for long. Kato. All the way back to Takada. 5 times J1 League champions, the Marinos, but they haven't won it since 2022. Second last season, second the year before. And this season, well, they're currently down in 6th and they're not having a good season. Cost Harry Kuehl his job a few weeks back. His old assistant, John Hutchinson, is the current interim manager. This result might just help solidify a more permanent appointment within the club. Trickle up. Booming at the moment, 6-1 up here. 5 minutes of stoppage time, which Consa can't wait to get out of the way in the hope, in the meantime, they don't concede anymore. They could do with 1 more, which would make it 6-2, meaning they have to win the second leg by 4 goals, which is slightly more achievable than 5. That's a good ball. It's coming in, outside the box. Well, he played the initial ball. And then when the cross came in from Tanaka, it was Nakamura that had made the run. Central defender blazed it over the top. Plenty of goals and plenty of chances in this game. And both sides making 8 changes from their last J1 League fixture. Just wonder if they'll go with a more stronger lineup at the weekend, Consa. I hope that Yokohama rock up north. They've done the job. Never rest on your laurels in football, even at 6-1. Champions League finalists just a few weeks ago, and it should be 7-1 up now. And that should have been a hat-trick for Hisaya Unaka, but he couldn't make a clean connection. Inexplicably, it's not in the back of the net. Great ball down the line, onto the chest of Kato. First touch and wide from Unaka, should have scored. Took his 2 goals in the first half so well, probably won't want to look back on that miss quite so quickly. It really doesn't matter because the job has been done. Marinos leading by 6 goals to 1 here. Still just over 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. A big chance on the turn. Well, they could do with that one being in the back of the net, Consa. Just to give themselves a tiny glimmer of hope, but Dakasuga couldn't get it past Takada. Kida. Koike. Ole's coming out now. Lost the semi-final last season. They will certainly be kicking themselves if they don't reach the semi-final this time around. Kida. Inua. Mono. To the final minute of stoppage time. Fans are somewhat shell-shocked. Marinos are buzzing. Keto, one last chance maybe. And over on the near side is Kenta Inua. And Inua comes inside, goes for the curler. It's deflected off of the head of the defender, Tahachi Okamura. They won't have an opportunity to take the corner because the final whistle has blown. It has been a comprehensive victory for Yokohama F Marinos. This is a competition where they have not fared particularly well. And they've ridden the early storm today from Consa. 2 goals, Masaya Unaka gave them a 2-0 lead. The red card then came out for Takoma Arano, and the game was virtually over. 2 goals for Yun Amano in the second half. Add to that a goal for Mizunuma and an own goal from Min Kaiyu Park. They did have one back, Harutu Shirai, but it means that man, Mikhailo Petrovic, has got almost mission impossible when these two sides meet again in 4 days' time on Sunday afternoon. 6-1 the final scoreline here at the NHK Spring Mitsuzawa Stadium, where the Yokohama F Marinos fans continue to celebrate, and the huge army of travelling Consa fans suddenly facing up to realisation at the final whistle that their side are as good as out of the Levain Cup for another season at the quarter-final stage. Down and dejected with the second leg to come, Consa. Yokohama F Marinos made 8 changes tonight and still breezed to victory, scoring 6. That man's first half misses led to a different outcome to what it could have been. It's all ifs and buts for Consa. It looks like a semi-final place for the Marinos. Final score here at the NHK Spring Mitsuzawa Stadium in Yokohama, Greater Tokyo. It's Yokohama F Marinos 6, Consadole Sapporo 1.
共通ゴールです。上中選手にお越しいただきました。6対1の勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
試合走り抜きました。今の心境から聞かせてください。
いやー、ハットトリックしなきゃいけない内容だったんで、はい、それ悔しいです。
ゴールシーン2つ振り返っていただきたいんですが、まず1点目はクリアしたボールにしっかり合わせました。
中に入っていれば何か起こるって信じて飛び込んだので、はい、うまく合わせれてよかったです。
うまく反転したように見えましたが、
反転したか分かんないですけど、まあ入ってよかったです。
そして2点目なんですが、これは宮市選手とうまくご自身が起点となって生まれた得点でした。あのあたりの狙い教えてください。
いやもう今日の試合前からああいうシュートを狙っていけっていう先輩方から言われてたので、それがうまくはまってよかったです。
そしてチームの3点目、オウンゴールにはなりましたけども、上中選手が走り込んだからこそ生まれた得点だと思うんですが、あのあたりどんな気持ちだったんでしょう。
いや一瞬ボールが見えなくて、そしたら来てしまって、まあ、入り込んだんで相手も見えなかったと思うので、はい、続けたいと思います。
そして最後の最後まで今おっしゃったようにハットトリックを狙っている姿勢というのは伝わってきました。どんな思いだったんでしょうか。
いやもう前半で2点取ってたんで、まあ、誰でも2点取っていれば意識するところですし、 それができなかったんで、また反省してシュート練習したいと思います。
そして今日サポーターの皆さんの応援も本当に大きかったと思います。このあたりどう感じてプレーされてましたか？
いや、もう本当に力強いですし、はい、改めてファミリーの素晴らしさを痛感したので、はい、これからも、はい、応援お願いします。
週末には第2戦があります。第2戦に向けて一言お願いします。
この1戦目でかなりアドバンテージ取れましたけど、はい、まだ決まってないので、はい、タイトル獲得するためにまた2戦目もチーム一丸でやっていきたいです。
今日のヒーローは上中朝日選手でした。おめでとうございました。6対1、見事な勝利でした。選手たちは期待に応えてくれましたね。どう振り返りますか？
Yeah, I asked them tonight to give 100% and leave nothing for chance for next week on Sunday. And they did that. They performed at a high level tonight, and really happy with the whole squad. The guys that came on, the players that started. It was an excellent team performance tonight.
まずチーム全体として、やるべきこと、そういうところがしっかりスタートのメンバー、そして途中から入ったメンバーも出し切った、最高のパフォーマンスを、してくれたと思います。選手たちには試合前に 100% の力を出せと、そして何も残すなというふうに言いました。で、日曜日のことを考えずに、まずはこの試合がとにかく大事だと言ってきましたし、そこをしっかりみんなが受け取ってしっかり表現してくれました。
おっしゃる通り、選手たちは 100% 出し切ろうと最後の最後まで走っていったと思いますが、チームとしての狙い、どんなところにあったんでしょうか、今日の試合に向けては。
Yeah, we just wanted to perform our football, and I want a squad that's going to challenge each other, and they're doing that. And I want my hardest decision to be who am I going to play. And when they play like that tonight, they do that. And I have complete trust in the whole squad, and they were excellent tonight and just very happy for him. Very happy for the players, staff, fans, obviously. So just happy for the club overall.
本当にクラブを代表して言えるのが本当に選手たちを自分はね本当に信用してますし、とにかく今日の出たメンバーだけじゃなくてやっぱりそこでポジション争い一人一人が俺がここのポジションを取るんだっていうねそういうパフォーマンスをしっかり一人一人がしてくれたと思います。そういうところで自分をね悩ませてほしいですし、そういうところをねしっかり選手たちは見せてくれました。なので本当にクラブ選手たち、そして今日もたくさんのファンサポーターも駆けつけてくれました。そういう人たちのためにもしっかり、ね、表現をしようというふうに思いましたし、それをしっかり選手たちは表現してくれました。
すみません、最後に一つだけハーフタイムにキーパーを変えたと思うんですが、このあたりどうにかあったしか。
Yeah, Hiroki just took a little knock, and we didn't want to risk him. And Teda has been training incredible. So for me, again, it's the use of the squad, and I'm not scared to put people on because he's trained well. Shiga-san's done an excellent job for all the keepers, and he deserves to play.
ちょっと前半の時に、打撲のような、ところがあったというところで、彼の、全体的にもそうなんですけど、リスクを負わずに、とにかく、誰が出ようと自分は選手を、ね、しっかり信頼してますし、寺門も、ね、デビューというところもありました。それは、ね、松永コーチがしっかり、ね、しごいたからこそいつでも出せるように彼も準備してたと思います。そういうところでしっかり彼も、ね、いいパフォーマンスをしてくれました。
おめでとうございました。